Howdy folks, welcome to By the Numbers. My name is Hunter Thomason from the Family Showdown. This week on By the Numbers, playing a game with everyone. So if you watch the Dice Tower, and I assume you do because you're watching this video, you've heard Tom and other members of the Dice Tower say it's impossible to play a game with everyone at a convention. So this got me thinking, what would it take to play a game with everyone at a convention? So I went out on the internets and looked around and did some research, permutations, combinations, and all sorts of craziness. And I couldn't seem to find a formula to figure this out. But I did a little math magic and I figured it out on my own. But this might not be completely correct. And I challenge all you math nerds to find a more efficient way to have everyone play a game with everyone at a convention. So here's the assumptions I based my calculations on. I'm assuming that we're playing exclusively 4-player games, because I suppose that's the best number for playing games, and that this convention has a number of people divisible by 4, because math. So I started with the most simplistic calculation, other than 4 people at the convention. That'd be 1 game. I took 8 people. What would it take for 8 people at maybe a game night to play a game with everyone else, sticking with exclusively 4-player games? And the first thing I figured out, and again, this could be wrong, but I think it's right. The most efficient way to do this is everyone to pair off in 2s and move around as a unit of 2, because if you move around as units of 1, invariably 3 people are going to play a game together that played a game together before, which is inefficient. So 2 is the best number. So find you a friend and move around and play games. So here we have an advanced simulation of an 8-player game night. They're playing Orleans and Blood Rage, 2 great games. So they start off in groups of 4, and then they move in units of 2 around and play with people they haven't played with yet. And we see that a total of 6 games were needed for everyone to play a game with everyone else. So hold on your hats, we're about to do some math magic. So I came up with a formula. Again, I challenge you to prove it incorrect. I welcome it. To calculate how many games it would take for a group of people, using the previous assumptions I made, to play a game with everyone else at that gathering. The first thing I thought of was the Dice Tower Retreat. The original one was about 50 people. We're going to make it 52 because, 4 people, that 4 people thing. And we see that using my formula, it would take 325 games for everyone to play a game with someone else. This is 25 sessions of 13 games each, which is doable. Crazy to organize, but doable. So let's crank it up a notch and look at the Dice Tower Cruise. It had about 800 people, a little more. We're going to make it 800 for math reasons. And we see with our little handy-dandy formula that it would take about 79,800 games for everyone to play a game with everyone else. That's 399 sessions of 200 games going on at the same time for everyone to play a game with each other. To put that in perspective, let's say each game takes about a half hour. That includes setup, breakdown, resetting the games, and moving around and finding your new group. It would take about 8.3 days non-stop gaming for everyone to play a game with everyone else. Tom might be right. So the moral of the story, if you want to play a game with everyone at a gathering, you need to go to small gatherings. See you next time.